The Douay-Rheims Bible, the book of Exodus, chapter 37. Beseleel maketh the ark, the propitiatory and cherubims, the table, the candlestick, the lamps, and the altar of incense, and compoundeth the incense. And Beseleel made also the ark of sedum wood. It was 2 cubits and a half in length, and 1 cubit and a half in breadth, and the height was of 1 cubit and a half. And he overlaid it with the purest gold within and without. And he made to it a crown of gold round about, casting 4 rings of gold at the 4 corners thereof, 2 rings in one side and 2 in the other. And he made bars of sedum wood, which he overlaid with gold, and he put them into the rings that were at the sides of the ark to carry it. He made also the propitiatory, that is, the oracle, of the purest gold, 2 cubits and a half in length, and 1 cubit and a half in breadth. 2 cherubims also of beaten gold, which he set on the 2 sides of the propitiatory, 1 cherub in the top of one side, and the other cherub in the top of the other side, 2 cherubims at the 2 ends of the propitiatory, spreading their wings and covering the propitiatory, and looking one towards the other and towards it. He made also the table of sedum wood, in length 2 cubits, and in breadth 1 cubit, and in height it was 1 cubit and a half. And he overlaid it with the finest gold, and he made to it a golden ledge round about. And to the ledge itself he made a polished crown of gold, of 4 fingers' breadth, and upon the same another golden crown. And he cast 4 rings of gold, which he put in the 4 corners at each foot of the table, over against the crown, and he put the bars into them, that the table might be carried. The bars also themselves he made of sedum wood, and overlaid them with gold. And the vessels for the divers uses of the table, dishes, bowls, and cups, and censers of pure gold, wherein the libations are to be offered. He made also the candlestick of beaten work of the finest gold. From the shaft whereof its branches, its cups, and bowls, and lilies came out, 6 on the 2 sides, 3 branches on one side, and 3 on the other. 3 cups in a manner of a nut on each branch, and bowls withal and lilies, and 3 cups of the fashion of a nut in another branch, and bowls withal and lilies. The work of the 6 branches that went out from the shaft of the candlestick was equal. And in the shaft itself were 4 cups after the manner of a nut, and bowls withal at every one, and lilies, and bowls under 2 branches in 3 places, which together made 6 branches going out from one shaft. So both the bowls and the branches were of the same, all beaten work of the purest gold. He made also the 7 lamps with their snuffers, and the vessels where the snuffings were to be put out, of the purest gold. The candlestick with all the vessels thereof weighed 1 talent of gold. He made also the altar of incense of sedum wood, being 1 cubit on every side 4 square, and in height 2 cubits, from the corners of which went out horns. And he overlaid it with the purest gold, with its grate, and the sides and the horns. And he made to it a crown of gold round about, and 2 golden rings under the crown at each side, that the bars might be put into them, and the altar be carried. And the bars themselves he made also of sedum wood, and overlaid them with plates of gold. He compounded also the oil for the ointment of sanctification, and incense of the purest spices, according to the work of a perfumer.